Guys, thank you very much for coming in on a Sunday. We really appreciate it. And let's start with you. Why stage it again?
Sarafina is a very important story for the youth of today to know, because it changed our lives. It changed the political landscape of our country. So it is very important that we keep on reminding our youth what happened, what unfolded in 1976.
Noxolo, why is this such an enduring show? I mean, why do people connect with it over and over again?
I think because it's something that we can relate to as South Africans. It's a very, like I said, a very important story in our history, and something that till today we need to learn about. And it's a story about a sad part of our history, but it's told in such a beautiful way with music and dancing, and it just makes it more entertaining and easier to almost take in the hard story that we're telling.
Nhlanhla, how has this production developed over the decades? I mean, is there a different approach to it now than there was in the 1980s, or is it still exactly the same?
Well, I would say the script is still the same. There's a new twist in terms of technology, your sound, lights, and of course choreography. Like, you know, a musical, it's very, you know, it's telling a story through music, and which is the most important part, and so that people can at the same time be entertained, but get the message through.
Yeah, absolutely. Noxolo, you're playing a role that was first played by the inimitable Laleti Khumalo. I mean, it's big shoes to fill. You've played the role before, though.
Yeah.
Just tell us a bit about your character and your approach to playing her.
So when I first played it in 2017, I think I was more nervous than I am now. Obviously, there's certain things I'm nervous about, but Sarafina is very, I think, what women want to see and what women are, and sometimes don't feel they are allowed to express that part of themselves. She's powerful, and she's not contained. So whatever she wants to say, she will say it. And I think it's inspiring for a woman to see another woman in that role, you know, and she's looked up to by her peers, obviously, and I think it's also beautiful to have the audience look up to her and be like, a black woman in that position is telling the story. And for another black woman to see kind of gives them power to also step up and step out of the shadows that they've been hiding in or have been feeling that they can't come out from. So that's really what it is, and it's very empowering for a woman. The stories that are told, the connections she has with the women in the story. So she speaks about Victoria Mxenge, and we know how close she was to Victoria Mxenge, which is absolutely stunning. Her relationship with Teacher is Mistress Tsapiti. It's so beautiful to see women carrying each other like that. And yeah, I think that's really what Sarafina is.
And Nhlanhla, same question to you. How do you see Sarafina?
Sarafina is a very powerful spirit. You know, when you look at that character on stage, it's very encouraging for the young women. You know, they take a lot from that character, because she tells the story of hope from the dusty streets of Soweto, you know, into a very powerful woman who plays Nelson Mandela in the end of the play. She shows a very big strength that is within women, young women in our country.
And I mean, I suppose that's also why you're running it across Women's Month.
Yes, definitely, because we have to remember powerful women, like Noxolo is saying, Victoria Mxenge, who was a very powerful woman who was fighting for political activists, and her brutal killing. You know, when you listen to that story in the play, you are carried away, because it's a true story, and you know, that woman Sarafina carries that story with much courage.
What do you want the audience to take away from this when they leave the theatre? What is it that you want them to feel?
First, they will be entertained, but the story that they must take home is that we are still in a very big fight as black people in this country. We still need to unite. We still need to fight for our rights in many ways. Sarafina is a reminder that, the fight goes on.
Absolutely. That's Nhlanhla Nema, director of Sarafina, Noxolo Dlamini, the lead actress in the story.